And good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing out there? Happy Halloween. Halloween in the Philippines, right? October 31st, 9 a.m. in a bottle place. One of the little bottle things. I don't like them. Uh, uh, yeah. How's everybody doing? Who we got in the room this morning? Thanks for stopping in. Edward and Nita riding in the Philippines. Good morning. Good morning. Lab for Admiral. Good morning, Gene Strickland, John Doe from Mindanao. Good morning. Hey Doc, how you doing this morning? Ed Lippett, how you doing, Ed? Mark Doyle, good afternoon to you. I guess it's afternoon where you're at. Daryl, how you doing this morning? Daryl. Daryl says it's raining there. It's raining here off and on. Yesterday was really rainy up here in Angeles. But you know what? It was a nice breeze. The sun was not out. It wasn't hot. it Yeah, thank you. It was a beautiful to me. It was a beautiful day, even though the sun wasn't out. It was a nice, cool day. We open up all our windows. We have screens. We have screens on the windows with this big sliding door. We opened that up. Ran the fan. Didn't need to run the air conditioning, but boy, it was just temperature wise, it was amazing. Today, same thing. Not as strong of a wind, but boy, it's beautiful. How long will it take you to drive from Angeles to Manila? Depends on where you're going in Manila, um, and how you're going to go there. I can go from Angeles when I get on the NLEX if there's no traffic, no backup. I can get it to Quezon City in about an hour, 15, 20 minutes, give or take. Granted, no traffic. But with the new Skyway, depends on where you got to go. You take that Skyway and get off where you got to go. RG, yo, nine ball Ron, how you doing? Stephen Carroll, how you doing? Ricky USA, how is Ricky doing? I think you said you're getting ready to make your way to the Philippines. Um, have a safe flight. If those people now have changed their mind with the new regulations and rules that are going on, I know some people still will not come due to the fact that they still require uh, vaccination. Um, they do require it. They do ask you when you fill out the card form if you have it, and they do check it at the airport. So if you think you're going to sneak in without them checking it, they will check it. But they've made it a little bit somewhat easier to come in. Um, you guys been following Jennifer Terry. Check out her channel. The best person for updates out there, step by step, how to do things. Great channel. Uh, they do now. Before they would say you have to fill out, it was the e-pass or the One Health pass prior to even boarding the country you're going to be in, flying into the Philippines. That had to be filled out prior to even stepping foot into Philippines. No longer have to do that. You can fill it out when you arrive. I know if you arrive into Clark, their internet is amazing because I had a hiccup getting here with the e-pass. That was only because the internet in Ichon wasn't working well. But guys, when you get here, you, you can fill it out when you get here. Their internet, like I said, at Clark, amazing. What's it like in Manila? I don't know, but very simple to fill out. You can't even get past the first step. Once you land, you land. You're not going to immigration. You're not going anywhere. First thing you're doing is you're going to get in a line, get in a queue, and you go through, get that QR code. They beep it, scan it, check your little phone where I have my my vaccinations and showed them a photo of that. Once that's cleared, boom, you're good to go. But they have made it easier. So I know some people they're still not wanting to come, but that's up to them. Ricky Johnson, how you doing, Ricky from Texas? Rodney, what's up from Leesburg, Florida? Texas, Tim, Cebu, Philippines. Good morning, Brian. It was raining here in Mindanao too. I see your video on your trip. It looked cold there. It did get cold. When I first arrived, it was cool. There were some days where it was in the 70s, and then there were a lot of days where it was just cold. Um, that hurricane that came through, Florida and up the East Coast, brought all that rain for days, and then it just seemed like it got cold. It was so cold. My dad out back in his little garden area, his one little bird bath, it froze. Legit froze. I walked up and boom, boom, and I hit it, and it was froze. I get there late on the 9th. Cool. Have a safe flight, Ricky. Mike married to a beautiful woman. Hi, Ed. You must talk to Ed Lippett. Jennifer Terry is awesome for updates on travel requirements. Yes, Jean, she is. She puts out video every other day or every day. It's step by step. As a matter of fact, I used her advice, watched her video when it came to me traveling. Arturo Sandoval, good morning. How are you doing? Hey, Brian, are you okay? Did you come to the USA for medical reasons? Yes, I did, Brandon. Um, if you watched my videos while I was over there, uh, the hiccups you got to go through and the hoops you got to jump through to secure a primary care physician. Then the hoops you got to jump through to secure a date to go see that primary care physician. Then from there, if you have to go see a specialist, the hoops you got to jump through to go see. I've never said, and I never will say that it's terrible medical. It's just, I guess I thought it was the old way. You've been my doctor for years and years, and hey, I need to see you. I guess I made a mistake. Well, I didn't make a mistake. I can admit that I made a mistake. Um, you know what, guys? Sorry. If the mic, I just forgot. I pulled the mic. I had the mic in another direction. I hope this is a lot better. It should be. Uh, ah, but yeah, it was my bad, my mistake. Was Rocky glad to see you pull up and probably barking? Nah, he was sleeping. I think he might have rolled over on his back, wagged his tail a little bit, and that was about it. Uh, everybody was sleeping. Like I said, I got in probably 2:30, around there, 2:30 in at the house here, because by the time you land, your flight might land at 12:30. By the time you land, by the time you go through your checks, by the time you go through immigration. Matter of fact, immigration, when I went in there, they did not have every counter open. They had a handful of counters open. Moved quickly, though. It did move quickly. You got to go through the immigration, and me being a 13A, I just showed him my card, my passport. He's standing from 13A, a returning permanent resident. Then you turn around and you got to go through another kind of like a screen with X-ray. Then you got to walk and walk and walk and walk. Go grab your luggage, and the next step after that was you give them your little card, declaration card, and then as soon as you do that, it's just a matter of walking out the doors, and boom, you're outside. If you're coming into Clark, they do have Blue Taxi there. Even in the middle of the night, they're there. They also have independent guys there. And what I mean by that, they're not Blue Taxi. However, they are contracted with the Clark Airport. And matter of fact, that's who took me home. And I said to him, because I know what it's supposed to cost. I said to him, how much? I'm counted to where I got to go. And he said, 800 pesos. I said, all right, let's go. Because that's the going rate. 800 pesos from Clark Airport into Angeles City, where I had to go, wherever you may go. It's 800 pesos. So keep that in mind if you're flying into Clark. 800 pesos. I tipped, you know what? I tipped the guy. I gave the guy 1,000. You know why? For the simple reason he was honest with me. Uh, but they are contracted. So where are we at here, guys? Where are we at? Enjoy the video. Fucking Pillies. Greetings from Boracay. I'm here. Cool. Enjoy your stay in Boracay. I visited there years ago, 2013, prior to them shutting down Boracay. I haven't been back since. We were supposed to go prior to COVID, 2 days before they turned around and locked everything down. We canceled our trip. Matter of fact, I think all the flights canceled going in there. But I did plan because there was some great deals. I think 3 or 4 nights, something like that. Airfare, transfer fees, hotel, everything except our meals. I think the one breakfast for Lut and I, it was for both of us, it was under $500. You couldn't beat that. I don't know what their trips are now, but enjoy it. Enjoy it down there in Phillies. You want to talk about the Phillies? Firestarter, hello. How are you doing? Mike Diaz, hello. Yes, Firestarter. Everything is going well. That's why, guys, I kept canceling and rescheduling the live stream because I the first one I put up, and after that I'm like, wait, hang on, the Phillies, they're playing, and then I thought they skipped a day, but they didn't. They played Friday, Saturday, right? Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday. They played yesterday. Yeah, they played yesterday. I can't remember my days. Anyways, so I kept rescheduling because I was watching the Phillies. Wanted to watch the Phillies. Hey, we'll split it. We'll split it in Houston. Take one. They can have one. But wow, what a game! What a game that first that first game was. I didn't give up hope. You never give up hope in them fighting Phillies, the underdog. But their pitcher from yesterday, what a beast! He's a beast. It was funny because I went up to Phillies. If you're familiar with the area, they have Phillies Sports Bar. They have Envy's. Those are the two big, I guess you would say, sports bars here in the area. A lot of people go there. A lot of people eat there. People hang out there. They watch sports there. Locals do it. Expats do it. Those coming in, spending a week or two or whatever here that want to watch a game, they go there. So I went up to Phillies, No, I'm not going to Envy. I'm going to Phillies because it's called Phillies for a reason, right? And Phillies been there a long time. So I get up to Phillies, 7:30. Game starts at 8:03. Game's not on. I said to the girl, "You're going to put on the Phillies game." Like, Phillies game? Like, yeah. You never heard of the Phillies? You work in Phillies, but you don't know what the Phillies are? Just kidding her, and she's laughing. So they put the game on. I'm sitting there. There's not many people in there. Handful of people. I'm eating breakfast, enjoying my spot. I'm on the front row, and Philly's got this massive screen TV, huge. And I'm watching it front row, enjoying the game. It's 5-0. All right, whatever. I'm not giving up on the Phillies. So I'm watching the game. All of a sudden, it's 5-5. We're going into the bottom of the ninth, and nobody scores. Getting ready for the 10th inning to start, and boom, brownout. Like, oh man, brownout in the middle for the ending of a Phillies game. So I'm sitting there watching, waiting for them because they got to fire up the generator. They got to turn around. They got to reboot the computer. They got to set everything back up. They set everything back up, and I'm sitting on, and all of a sudden the screen pops on. Boom! And I'm looking. I'm like, what the heck's going on? I see the Phillies dugout, and everybody in the Phillies, they're cheering and clapping and everything like that. They hit a home run while there was a brownout. And I looked at, there was a couple guys there from Jersey, a couple kids, and they were a Phillies fan. And I looked at them and I said, that was the best brownout I ever sat through. But yeah, great game, great game. I know there's Houston Astros fans out there. Hey, good for you. I'm a PA guy. I have to go with Houston. All right, Ed. I forgive you. I forgive you. Yeah. But wow, what a great game that first game was. That's right. Outside Clark, 800 pesos. What did you pay? 52 for the money. You said 52 pesos to the money? I'm not sure what you mean. Outside Clark, even the guy that picked me up at my house to take me into Clark to the airport charged me 800, gave him 1,000. Both ways, from Clark Airport to, say, wherever you got to go, but up on in Angeles here, say Hensonville, say you're staying at ABC, Scorebirds, wherever you're staying up in this area, it's 800 pesos, guys. 800. Can you find it cheaper? I don't know. Maybe you could, but it's 800. Blue Taxi, they're not even going to throw a meter on because it's a standard fee. Matt says, "Hi Brian, I wish so much I was there in the Philippines. Unfortunately, I'm in Toronto, Canada. I have a small break from packing to move tomorrow. Oh, what a joy. I hear you, Matt. Packing up and moving. Yeah, you're right. Oh, what a joy. But it's what you got to do, right? It's what you got to do. Have you heard what happened to the shout out guy as he has not been seen lately? I don't think. Kevin, he's kind of like a hit and miss guy. Sometimes he's there, sometimes he's not. Um, he's around. He's around. I don't know. Like I said, it's hit or miss. I've walked through there times and he's not around. And then I walk through there other times and he's around. The guy's been there a long time. Adrian, at least he's been here for a long time and up there, selling his product for a long time. Like I said, hit or miss with him. What happened to Chris in Cebu? Mike married to a beautiful in Cebu. Mike married to a beautiful woman. I 9 ball round. I don't know. Um, I shoot him text messages or I'll shoot him a message here and there. I don't know. I don't know what he's up to. I'll have to shoot him a message and talk to him, but I haven't heard anything. Where are we at? Our Philippine journey, our home in Mindanao got a ton of rain, but the house is still dry. Condo in Angular City had no issues, so dodged another one. Yeah, we didn't. Nothing leaked here. Rain, it rained and rained and rained. Um, I drove yesterday. Where did I go to? Oh, I went up to the store and get my medication. Kind of drove around a little bit. Um, didn't see any damage. No loose tin from roofs and signs flying around. Didn't see any of that. Did see, tree branches and leaves and stuff scattered around. But as far as any type of real hard wind damage, I didn't see any of that. Brian, did you become a Cowboys fan? Too tall in the Philippines? No, I didn't become a Cowboys fan. I've been a Cowboys fan. You guys, this these what do you call it? These series on your phones, right? You know what I'm talking about. series and stuff. I turned it on, like, all right, let me turn. Biggest mistake I ever did. I mean, and I tried to find ways to turn it off. I'm sure there are ways to turn it off, but biggest mistake I ever made when it came to my phone. I could sit here watching TV or talk, and boom, it comes on a. Sorry, I didn't understand. I didn't say anything. Uh, I was packed to move to Philippines to be with Sawa Ko. Then it would have been a total joy of packing. Oh, exactly, Matt. I hear you. It'd be worth the packing. It'd be worth all the headaches you got to go through. I understand. Did that. Actually packed, I don't know how many, 4 or 5 like buying boxes, and that was it. Got rid of everything, sold everything, gave things away. That's how I got to the Philippines. Where are we at? Good morning, Brian. Rich Buang. Doing research on going to the Philippines for winter. Alzon. Got to find out where you want to be in the Philippines. What area do you want to be in? You want to chase women around? Come to Angeles City. You're not coming to Angeles City for the the beautiful beaches. And I'm not saying that to down Angeles City, but Angeles City is what it is. We all know it. Everybody knows it. If you're looking for somewhere, hang out by the beaches, search around, look for your area you want to be at. Now, if you want to come to Angeles City as say a base camp, you enjoy partying and hanging out and drinking and chasing women's, yet you want to be able to hop on a plane and go somewhere for a week or two or whatever, depending on how long you're going to be here. Angeles City's perfect. You have modern food here, expat community here, the airport. You can travel from point A to point B here. But if you're looking for somewhere to go and just hang out and not worry about leaving, you want the beaches, just do your research on them, decide where you want to be. But I have a good friend who, he came to the Philippines a couple years ago, and he jumps back and forth. Matter of fact, he told me he is coming here in November. He goes, I can't do the winters, and there's a lot of people that do. They can't do winters back in the States. Have I heard from Says? No, haven't heard from him. Nobody's heard from him that I'm aware of. Uh, came and gone. A lot of people I know have come and gone. He just happened to be one. I see a sign with the exchange rate on your walking street, 52 pesos to the dollar, but 800 pesos is about $4. Tell myself to shut up. This is a 2002 and not 80 and not 86. Peso rate now is, and this is the last one I seen it, and I am not going off of what the internet says. The exact rate that the internet gives you is the exact rate that they're getting for it. Exact rate. Not a bank, not a money changer. The last rate I seen was 57.80, 57.30, 57.30. Yes, 57.30. Now it could go up, a quarter of a peso, an eighth of a peso, whatever. That's the last one I have seen. Now, I notice and I keep my eye on it through my bank. I always look through my bank because I'm getting the best rate I can possibly get. What the peso rate is. I think it was Wednesday because I noticed it was starting to slip. I think it was 58.80, and I'm sitting there going, I hope it hits 59. I'm going to do some transfer, and it kept going down. It hit 50, 58 even. And I turned around. I said, all right, I'm going to move some money out of my cash account into my peso account. So hopefully it stays up or keeps climbing. That's great. But that's the rate, the last rate I seen. It's not the rate you will find online. That's the rate I seen. Brian, my wife wants to know how about like buying boxes you shipped home from the USA. I didn't ship a single box home from the USA. I didn't know. I just didn't. Um, here's how I look at things. Here maybe I'm weird. And you can say, "Oh, you're weird, Philly." Well, I know I'm weird. It's like I could have sat there and packed boxes full of tasty cakes and Snyder's pretzels and all those, things that I want, don't need, but want and stuff. And it's like, all right, so spend the money, ship it here, arrives in 3 months, open it up. I'm partying on all these delicious foods for a couple months. Then after that, I'm done. I'm out of it. I don't. I have no more. And I know, could say, oh, you're weird, but that's how I look at it. And there wasn't nothing really that I really, really wanted or desired to ship back. Um, you just kind of, after a while, and I even noticed this when I was in the States, those things that I was in my mind craving, oh, I can't wait to eat it. Can't wait to get, after I had it, it was like, yeah, I don't know. Was I really craving it, or was my mind telling me I craved it? Um, like, believe it or not, I wanted a good cheesesteak. Like, oh, I miss my cheesesteak. Get back, get that cheesesteak. It was amazing. Guys, that was the only cheesesteak I ate. That was the only cheesesteak I ate. I didn't have a desire or craving to run in and get more. Now, however, I did eat a few Italian hoagies, with the meat, the cheese, the lettuce, the Italian dress. I did eat a few of those. I did have, I don't know, a handful of pizza slices. Um, I did have a box. I did get a box. Matter of fact, 2 boxes that I shared with my mom of tasty cakes. I got 2 boxes of Snyder's hard sourdough pretzels, which I shared with my mom. What else? Oh, we're up in the cabin up north, and my brother breaks out a Tupperware bowl, opens it up, and I look in there. I'm like, oh, ring bologna. Like, I forgot about ring bologna. And but as far as like just going hog wild and stuff, I really didn't. Um, I don't know. Call me weird, I guess. I hope the Phillies take the World Series, Brian. Thank you, Rich. So do I. Parts of Negros is bad with flooding. Mikey, do I seen that? Yes. Um, Flooding and death. There's been some death and some landslides, right? So now that you are home in Philly, how does it feel to be back home? I'm really curious about what it would be like if I was living full time in the Philippines, came back to Canada. What was it like? That's a good question. Um, yes, I was excited to get back to visit my family in the States. You are excited. Um, I haven't seen them in over 6 years. I wanted to see them and, a handful of friends. Um, it was great getting back, seeing changes that have happened, spending time with family, the headache of trying to find a primary care physician. You guys have seen the video. Um, you know what I did a lot? I just sat out my dad's back garden area and just relaxed. It was like breathing fresh air, enjoying just the peace and quiet. Um, it was good. Like I said, it was good to get out and see things. Um, you know, nothing, I can watch the news here. I watch the news back in the States and the sadness of, the crime. And like people, oh, go down to Kensington. I'm not going to Kensington. You watch too many YouTube videos on Kensington where all the junkies and stuff are walking around. I'm not going down there to get mugged. Philly, I'm not going to. Been it there, done it my whole life. Would I have liked to? Yeah, but eh, I call one buddy up, and him and I used to go down there quite a bit. Walk down along the Schuylkill River there, the Schuylkill Trail, shoot up, go up to the art museum, and walk around, hit South Street. We used to do it quite a bit, and he won't even go down there. And he has a permit to carry. It's like, "No, I ain't going down there." Because I'm not going down there. I don't want it's the internet for blinking in and out. Sorry about that. I did a speed test this morning and it was terrible. But it does say we're still shooting live, counting it down. Are we on? Am I still here? Um, Let me know. Leave a comment. Somebody, Ed, you leave a comment. Mitch Bromwell, thank you for joining us. Mitch, thank you for the super sticker. Had a cabin in Marshall's Creek. All right, Ed. Yeah, up there. It's beautiful. What Ricketts Glen up in there. Uh Bushkill Falls is up in there. You know that area, Ed. It's so beautiful. You on. Thanks, Kevin. It's just so beautiful. Um, and right now, you still on. Thanks, Daryl. Right now is the peak, like the super peak. I guess I'm going to call it the super peak of all the leaves changing. And that was another thing. Speaking of being back in the States, fall has always been and always will be my favorite time of year back in the States. Oh, it was beautiful. Beautiful. Um, to get back to the second half of your question, sorry. Um, what's it like returning back to the Philippines? You feel good. Like when I got back here, I felt refreshed. I felt regenerated. Uh, and yes, when I got back here, I definitely happy to be back. It's weird. It's like somebody said, "Do you call the Philippines your home if you're an American?" Yeah, I guess you could call it your home. It's where I live. It's where my home is. It's where my memories are. It's where my life is. It's what I'm doing. Um, I will always be an American, a United States American citizen, but I would say, yeah, my home is here in the Philippines. This is where I live. Gia, how you doing, Gia? Uh, but it's like I had a great time. Had a great time visiting. Am I happy to be back? Yes, being back. Like I said, this past week I spent dealing with the insurance company, and that's still not at 100%. You have to deal with stuff one at a time. And then you have Friday was a holiday, um, local holiday, not a holiday here in the Philippines, a local holiday. Then you have tomorrow, Halloween, which is a holiday, which I don't understand because Halloween's not a holiday celebrated here in the Philippines. However, the first is All Souls Day on Tuesday. So maybe they're throwing in Halloween because it's a big day here. All Souls Days is a big day here. It's where they go. Philippine families go to their loved ones' graves. They celebrate their life of the person who passed away. They eat, they party. I've been to some really nice places where they celebrate mausoleums and stuff. Um, so yeah, so the next day I'll be able to do something will be a Wednesday, but Wednesday everybody's going to move at a turtle's pace because they've just come back from the holidays. Uh, yeah, but yeah, Here's another thing, guys. They just put out a order. What was it called? Something order number 9, executive order number 9, where the president has said and signed it into law that masks now are optional to be worn inside. In other words, yes, Mitch Bromwell, yes, I am to wear masks inside. In other words, malls, banks, inside establishments. However, public transportation. So if you are traveling into the Philippines, um, you still have to wear that mask. That's just required. Um, Public transportation, hospitals, and then like hospital transportation, still required. So I'm like, yesterday, I'm like, I got to get to the mall. I get up to the mall. Let's test the new law. So I go up to the Robinson Mall, park, leave my mask in. I'm smiling the whole way. Leave my mask inside my car, get up to the door. Security officer goes, excuse me, sir, you have to wear a mask. I said, well, according to Executive Order number 9, signed by your president, I got it right here on my phone, screenshot, showed it to him. I said, masks are no longer mandatory inside public buildings. And he looked at me. I said, it's, you're signed it 28th. This was yesterday, the 30th. Your president signed that. Okay. Go on in, sir. So I go in. I'm the only one in there. I am the only one in there walking around without a mask on. So it's like, has it become just a habit? Does it just become a habit? Or do people just not know? Or are people still that afraid? I don't know. But I was standing there in line, and there was lines checking out, and I'm just smiling. Smiling. I'm crazy. And people were kind of looking at me. A couple of security guards were looking, but they didn't say anything because maybe they just don't know, or they know, and them being employees, they still have to wear it. I don't know. So I checked out, and here's the weird thing, right? Oh, wow. Look at this retard. Hang on. We got to block a user. Richard Dilf. Richard Dilf. What a retard, right? Anyways, so I leave. Oh, wait. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, walking around. I'm like, let me shoot out the front gate, the front door. Come back in with a mask. Shot out the front door. Came back in. The guard didn't even say anything. He's like, all right, whatever. So where can you find it, Dave? Look it up. Executive Order number 9. Look it up. It'll be there online. Executive Order number 9. Look it up. Check it out. Even comes in, I think, like a download form you can do. So, anyways, I shot out the front, came in, and the entrance door, the guy didn't even say anything. He just, whatever. But here's weird. Here's the funny thing. I'm standing there, right, getting ready to go out again. I look. Here's a dude standing there. He's got his mask down, right? He's got this in his hand, right? And he's in the mall. I just laughed. Like, wow. Laughed. Then as I was leaving, I drove by the guard as you go out of the parking garage. There's a guard there. And I said, hey, are you aware of the new order? And I think he told me yes. And I said, then why is everybody wearing masks? Here's what he told me. He goes, well, it could be at the discretion of the management. I looked at him. I said, what? So why do you guys have a president? He looked at me. I said, why would you have a president if nobody obeys his orders? These are a president's orders. Don't you obey a president's orders? He just kind of looked at me and kind of laughed. I'm like, have a nice day. But yes, that was my experience. I haven't shot up to SM to see what happens, but I can honestly see it because it happened during COVID. It happened during the craziness where local government authorities, something's lifted. Nope. I don't care if the president says it or not. I am not lifting it. Okay. So anyways, Jonathan on Wisconsin, how are you doing? Mitch says, I have relatives still wearing masks in Manila because of diesel fumes, I can completely understand that. The fumes here are terrible. They're terrible. But you want to say hello? They are terrible. I can understand that.
Yes.
That a person wears a mask because of the fumes, especially in Manila because it's crazy. Um, on our way out, we noticed the guard had her mask below her chin. Yeah, and that was the thing. You would always see a lot of people just down on below their chin. And matter of fact, when they came out with making your masks optional out in public, walking around, still got a lot of people doing that. Me, as soon as I heard that, I'm done. I'm done. So, anyways, you want to say hello, Lut? You have to sit up here to the mic to talk. All right. I'll get him, girl.
Here? Oh, here, like this?
Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh. Serious. Where should I start? Oh, my lips are so red. So I'm going to start with Rich Buang. Yeah, I'm in the bottom. Oh. Daryl Charity. Hey, Lot, my beautiful friend. How are you and the girls? The girls, they're just done on a breakfast. How are you there, Daryl? I think they have signal number 2 in Laguna for my understanding. Lot, Kevin Agni. Lot, are the girls in school? No, there's a holiday today. I don't know what's holiday today, but it's no holiday. Halloween, they said. Ed Lepet. Hi, Lot. Jenny Strickland. Even before the mask mandate, I was wearing mask in Manila. Yeah, Manila is kind of populated. And I think it's also good to wear masks. I think what happened right now is people have become used to it. Me, I just like anywhere I go, I always somewhere something that I need to have a mask in my bag or I need to have mask on my face. I think it's already programmed on my head. Jim Marshall Hendry, your husband is a star. Yes, he was a celebrity. Our Philippine journey. Hey, lot here. Doc, who's Doc? Matt Rancy. Good morning. How was your walk this morning? No, I don't walk today. It's been a couple days now that it's been raining, and the wind is like the wind is not really that bad, but it's raining. Like I think it's been like 3 days now. Actually, I still have my video out there that I need to upload. Yesterday Sunday, so I just decided to get an off yesterday. Watching from Melbourne, Australia from OC Joe. Speaking of Australia, I would like to shout out to one of my friend Puma and her boyfriend down in Australia. Hello everyone. Hello guys. Hopefully everyone is okay over there. Yeah, I told you Daryl Charity. Yes, it's signal number 3 here in where the heck are you now? Oh, I forgot. Oh, Kalayaan. Here in Kalayaan, Laguna, it's raining harder. Yeah, that's what I read. Jonathan, oh my god. Happy Halloween. Todd Markley. So glad to see Brian back in the Philippines. Everybody wants to everybody's glad. So we are very happy for that. Love the dress, Charlotte. Did the girls adjust to moving back into the own room after a month camp of in your room? Yeah. Hannah suggested something that we should just like they should just not move back to their room. Instead, their father wants to move back in the room by himself. Me and them were going to stay in our room. Yes, it is typhoon, yeah. Paing. Marking, I can understand why the guard would tell you need to wear your mask because too much power and little people that are drunk with power. Absolutely. I don't disagree with that because it's almost happened over here. So, when you have where you are top, a lot of like this is common that I always heard over here. When they get in an accident and they know they have power, they always say this. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Do you know who's my relative is? Do you know who is my cousin is? That's what you always heard every single time. Leon what? Look, you look like Maria Isabel de Ayala. Wow. I wish. I don't know who's that, but I will search that. Who's that? The video are always fun. How are the boys? The boys is perfectly fine. I have kind of like a problem with Bito. Oh no, Rocky and Batchoy. I don't know why they don't get along together. Yesterday they got fight, and God, it make me cry. I hate them. I hate when they get fight and you need to like spunk them. Rich Buang Lot, did you miss Brian while he was away in the US? Yes, of course. That's my husband. I always miss my husband. My husband is the best friend I ever had, the good best friend I ever have forever. You know? And sometimes, once in a while, it miss and annoyed. Gary Laferte, it's Suits Day your visit grave? Souls Day? You visit gravity tomorrow. Think tomorrow is the one. Here in the Philippines, by your long time ago, in my province, that's how it works in my province before. Until now, I think they still do it. Souls Day is celebrated by 2 days, which is in my province, they believe that the first day, it should be celebrated for all the angel, which kids who died, kids who passed away. So all the, in first day, that's for the kids, and the second day, that's for the adult, and that's how all the, like, husband, wife, relatives goes there, camp there, or something like that. So that's how I believe. But over here, since years passed by, they started to do it like just a day. But still, a lot of people were still doing the same tradition that they have been. Some of them they will go there early, they get camp, they do this, they do that, and that's how they have a time for their loved one who just passed away. Matray, Rosie, oh yeah, lot do. I should have remembered my wife is in Mandaluyong and they were getting bothered hard with rain 2 days ago. Yes. I live in Mandaluyong before. Matter of fact, my first boss was in Mandaluyong. It's funny when you're in Mandaluyong and then you ask a taxi or something like that, and they always ask you something. Is it inside or outside? Because inside where Mandaluyong is, that's how like I think they get like a jail over there. They have the mental also over there. So they always ask you that one. Because I was in like Mandaluyong. I don't know nothing at all. It's like my first time in Manila, my first boss over no at first she was the one who helped me when I got my boss, like before that I they treat me so badly, and then I just decide to go like flip the coins, just like get away with that kind of people. And then she just see me in the street, and then she asked me for a job. So that's how I start my like a barbecue business. Barbecue, their business is barbecue, so that's how I start like making barbecue, doing this stuff. So Mandaluyong is very memorable place to me. Ooh. But Chewie is cool. He can't hunt and kill his own food, but he can yell at it. Pretty much. Jonathan on Wisconsin sends much from Wisconsin, USA. Hello, Wisconsin. Good morning, John Rosario, Mark King. They said that here in the US, today say, do you know who I am all the time? Yeah, I think anywhere. Kevin, Hannah, stop arresting Bing because you want to. Yeah. I have that kind of gaff. We were in Puerto Galera. They have one of restaurant down there, I think Big Apple. They wear like a kind of police uniform. So the previous manager before, they gave that gap. I just skipped that one. I doubt I spell it correct, but yes, Lot. My wife says Lakika Aniska. I am sure I bothered the spelling. Actually, I don't get that what that's mean. So I can't answer that. I just remember spending all night off the grave site. Yeah, that's what people do. Are you going down? You can sit here now. Okay. Okay, guys, I gotta go because we have a grocery to go. Stay tuned for my video. I've just take a rest last yesterday. So have a good day. Have a good night. Wherever you go, stay safe. And of course, stay healthy.
All right. All right, guys. Neighbor across the street of Justin. How you doing, Justin? What's up? Thanks for stopping in. Neighbor across the street, I looked over and he's got a pig. They're butchering it up. Like, don't butcher that pig up, man. Throw that thing up and make a lechon. No, he's not making lechon. He's butchering the pig up. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think so. I think I could have swore I seen him cutting it apart. Where's the cool shades? It's my cool shades. Yeah. It's starting to rain again. David says, I have a girlfriend, but I don't know if I will have a baby by my girlfriend. It's a big decision. Big decision. You know, Ed, I think he's butchering it up to sell it off to the neighbors. I don't know. Big decision. You know, especially because, and I see guys here, you know, they're older, like Ed, and they have a child, and you know, it's some people think it's not right, other people think it's right. It's your decision. Your decision. Uh, you know, you come here, you meet a young Filipino girl. Of course, they're going to want to have a child. They're going to have a child. You got other guys that nope, it's not happening. They tell the girls, nope, it's not happening. Um, Girl either has to accept it or not accept it. I've seen girls that, you know, oh, I'll change your mind. The guy's mind is made up. Guy's mind is made up. Um, you know, and how does a young girl here? Come on, let's face it. Young girl, 20, 21, 22. How does she how can her mind wrap the thought around, how can she wrap that thought around her mind? Uh, you know, okay, they might say, oh, all right, I don't want to have no kids. But as they get older, they're going to want to have kids. They are. And the guy, you know, the guy says, oh, she said she doesn't want to have kids. And oh, now she wants to have kids. Now what do I do? Well, you don't want to have kids. She wants to have kids. It can be a mess. What? All right, good luck. Big decision. Big decision you have to make. Uh, Price of selling a pig is low. It's only 150 a kilo. All right. Ed would know. He sells pigs, raises pigs. Ed Lippett. I have two kids in the USA, but done around it depends on us and our financial state. That's another thing, you know. There's a lot to consider. A lot to consider. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. Thanks for stopping in. Like I said, executive order number 9. I think that's the executive order. Look it up online. Yeah, you're right. I have cats. Justin has cats. uh, Look it up online if you want to know exactly what it says. Um, it's very simple. Philippines executive order number 9. Go to Jennifer Terry. She does, like I said, she does a lot on it. I just got here, JB. Like I don't like running, you know, live streams like for hours. Um, that I just don't. People come back, they re-listen to it. There's people that, and this is their sole reason for running live streams. They'll sit and talk and talk and talk and talk with the hopes of getting super chats. For real, I've seen it. But hey, to each their own. I've nothing wrong with super chats. Nothing wrong with people donating to your channel, appreciating your channel. But some people, that's their angle, and that's what they use. Um, Whatever. Like I said, an hour, and people like to re-listen to it. But thanks, JB. Uh, I've tried. I always try to. Um I've tried to put it out there a day or two before when I'm going to be doing a live stream. So, I put it out there um, to let people know, okay, this day, this time, uh, it has a countdown. Um, on the community board, I like to put it out there. I know it doesn't work with everybody, but 9 a.m. here is usually around 9 p.m. back in the States. At least on the East Coast, a lot of people are, wrapping up their day. They're coming home. They just want to maybe sit, talk, or listen, or jump in on the chat. So, anyways, guys, once again, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for subscribing, Mitch. We'll be out there. We'll see with this rain. We'll see what kind of ghosts and goblins come out tonight. Uh, we'll see. We'll see. You know, Nobody wants to get their makeup wet, right? So, all right, guys. Once again, thanks for stopping in, and we'll talk to you later.